edit. Got a nice snowy egret in some beautiful, beautiful early morning light. Me and one of my mentorship students were out in a floating hide. She had just built her own and was trying it out for one of the first times. So, yeah, we were just laying in the shallow water out in the floating hide. It was really nice. And so, got some really nice light that morning. I think I just maybe went a little too warm with it there. I'm going to brighten this up, make sure the bird is nice and white, bring the blacks back down for contrast. Something like that seems like a good starting point. And then off to Photoshop I go. One of the things I really want to minimize in this is that one area of just, I don't know if like the wind was hitting the water there or something that just kind of was like reflecting the sky instead of reflecting all the brown and, orange colored grasses around it. So I don't know, I just find it horribly distracting. I don't really see anything I want to clone out of this, so I think I'll just start with trying to kind of fix that area up. And so I'm just going to start with just a burn layer and just see if I can kind of darken it down to begin with. I think that will help make it less obvious, and then I'll try and tone it and see if I can color it properly to make it kind of blend into the surroundings. What I don't feel like doing is, I don't feel like doing, and I think won't work as well as cloning it out, just because I think that will take away some of the variation that's there, and I'd like to leave some of that if possible. So that's the plan. So there we go. I burned everything in there, and now I'm just going to kind of get rid of where I painted right on the bird itself and on its legs down there. So just kind of cleaning that up right now. Maybe get a little softer brush here for this area. And then back to the harder edge brush there. We'll just kind of make those legs nice and bright again. There we go. That's looking pretty good. I think the back of that is just, it was just shadow from the direction of the lighting there. So not like I have to get rid of all of that black on the back side there. Just trying to make it look natural here. There we go. I think that kind of cleans that up. All right, good. Big improvement already. There's still a little bit I could do over here, I would say. Just maybe kind of darkening that. And so, it's just tough. You got to watch. It's all too easy to go too far or not far enough, and just it looks kind of weird. So I'm just doing some real light brush strokes here, real light opacity, just trying to get some of that area to blend in. All right, excellent. Now I'm just going to go with warming it significantly, and I'm going to try to clip it to just what I already painted in with the dodging there. Or I'm sorry, the burning. I keep saying the wrong thing. To see if that will, and that's what I was afraid of. So yeah, I think I have to manually paint that in as well. This color toning, just to kind of get it to be consistent across the board, and that's why I didn't apply the color on the burn layer directly, was because, there we go. I forgot to unclip it. Because I didn't burn every area the same amount, but I want to kind of change the color the same amount over that whole area. So having the color change on the same layer as the burn was probably not going to be a good move. It wouldn't probably work as well. So I think I just need a little bit more red in there, and then I'll be looking pretty good. And now it'll have the natural variation of, whatever the water was reflecting back there, but at least the color is just totally gone now. And again, at this point, I will just kind of load that selection and use it for removing the color that I just painted in off of this area. Now some of that actual warmth is going to be good on the bird, so I'll have to go back in myself and maybe add some of that, but in any case, it's kind of cleaning up these areas. And you know what? Whatever. It made the legs a little bit more yellow, but not too big a deal there. It actually kind of looks nice, but I'll take some of it out. All right, there we go. So let's check that out. So yeah, see, just way better, just way less distracting. I might just lessen the burn a little bit. So let me just drop the opacity. Yeah, there we go. That looks more natural. Leave it a little bit lighter because it was some lighter area there that was reflecting, and then maybe a little less blue now. Yeah, there we go. Or I'm sorry, I meant less yellow. Excellent. All right. Next, I think I'm just going to desaturate the blue on the bird. So let me just clean that up because the shadow side, as always with digital sensors, was just getting too blue. And there we go. That cleaned that up. And then I'm going to do some other just casual burning here. Nothing real precise, but just kind of just take that down a little bit. This down just a little bit. Just trying to really bring my eye, or the viewer's eye, I should say, into the bird. Not that it needs a lot. I'm going to throw another just warming layer on here to kind of get rid of more of that blue on the bird itself. And I'll just be kind of sloppy and paint it over the whole thing there. Yeah, that's better. Maybe not quite as much on the back there, but it definitely needed it on the head. I'm not sure about the that blue desaturation I did. I think I'm just going to get rid of that and paint in the warming from curves. I think it actually just looks more accurate and the way it should be. I think that's about it. I got nice bright whites here on the spots that the sun's hitting the most. Maybe the whole bird and like the head area could be a little bit brighter. Just kind of punched up a little bit. So let me give that a shot real quick. Just paint some of that in. There we go. All right, that eye got a little bit much there. So I'll back off of that. I never want the eyes to look like they're emitting their own light and like glowing. I think that can look absurd sometimes. I've totally done it where I've just gone a little bit too far. I'm just trying to see if I can do anything to remove that shadow. Maybe I will do some cloning here. I know there's a natural shadow on the neck there, but it just seemed like a bit much. Yeah, there we go. Just kind of soften that up a little bit. Yeah, nice. And then while I'm at it now, just this one big bright spot there. Just blend that in with the darker area. And I think we're good. Oh yeah, definitely. Liking that a lot more. Way less distraction from that kind of band of blue water that was back there. I think I kind of cleaned that up. Oh, I know what it was. It was exposed mud that was reflecting the sky. That's what it was, because the tide was incredibly low. It's funny. We got in this thing expecting there to be water in it like there normally is, and it was an extremely low tide. And so there was like 5-6 inches of water. So we're just basically laying in the mud and letting our floats kind of go along. It was pretty funny. But it worked. The birds came in. We got some really good shots. Anyway, there's the before and after. That's the final image right there. You can see it cleaned up quite nicely. And thanks for watching, everybody. So if you're interested in learning how I do some or all of these adjustments, head on over to rayhennessy.com. Just go to the workshop section. And then for most people, check out the online workshops. I have it newly organized, so it's a little bit easier to find everything. Plus, I have new additional content now. The newest thing is my online Lightroom for Wildlife photography course. I teach you every single thing you need to know about how I use Lightroom to both organize, do searching, color correcting, sharing the photos. Everything is covered in there from absolute beginning to end. You can find it right from this page, or just if you want to go directly to it, learnbirdphotos.com, where you can also find my online bird photography course. I also have mentorships available, and then you can always sign up for an online remote session where we'll connect online. You'll share your screen with me, and then I'll talk you through and guide you through anything you want to know about how to edit photos, as well as answer any questions you may have. So with that, I'll wrap this one up, and I'll see you guys on the next one.